This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore.
How the fuck can we take America back?
Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
Do you regret your vote right now?
Well, between him and her, I thought he was the better choice, but honestly, I miss my Uncle Joe. I was a nobody, and I was balling then. Now, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even show you $5 in my pocket.
Do you fill up today, or just?
No, I just got $15.
Is that because it's high?
Yeah, I can't afford to fill up right now. Payday isn't right now. I don't know that we're going to wake up from one day to the next.
Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Our brave troops have now been fighting in the Middle East for almost 19 years. As a candidate for president, I loudly pledged a new approach. Great nations do not fight endless wars.
I've been a recovering neocon for 6 years now. Like, the foolishness with which we ricocheted around the world, intervening, think it was in our best interest, when really we just overturned the table and created something worse in almost every single scenario, has led to the hubris of the Pentagon is that they want to now tell other countries how to do counterinsurgency based on what we did in Iraq and Afghanistan. Like, are you kidding me?
We've spent $8 trillion in the Middle East, and we're not fixing our roads in this country? How stupid is it? And we're not fixing our highways, our tunnels, our bridges, our hospitals even, our schools even. It's crazy.
And what are the prevailing ideas that are governing in Washington, D.C. that affect young people disproportionately? Number one, that we should use our young people as cannon fodder for foreign military misadventures that are frankly going to get a lot of your peers killed unless we have a smarter foreign policy. I think you guys have a lot to lose because we are on the precipice of many broad regional wars, potentially even a world war.
We will stop racing to topple foreign, and you understand this, foreign regimes that we know nothing about, that we shouldn't be involved with.
The war in the Middle East could be set to enter a dangerous new phase, with the US moving more ground troops to the region. Donald Trump hasn't given the green light yet for an invasion, but reinforcements are expected to arrive within weeks.
The 31st Marines Expeditionary Force, a carrier group packing amphibious vehicles, stealth fighter jets, hovercraft, and 2,200 troops. Move up! After 2 weeks of flying over Iran, the US now set to walk into it.
Back, move! Yep.
Pentagon sources saying the USS Tripoli group is heading in from Japan, up to 2 weeks away.
When are you going to know when it's over?
When I feel it.
Okay.
I feel it in my bones.
I want to remind you what Iran's foreign minister said about sending in ground troops to Iran.
Has not ruled out boots on the ground in Iran. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You were waiting for the U.S. military to invade, the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
You hear what he said? He told you that they are waiting for them, and they're ready for them. They've been ready. They've been 20 plus years ready. Been ready. Like, these guys are walking into a trap.
In 1986, whether it was the American forces' attack on Libya, in 2002 on Iraq, or then in 2014 on Syria, whenever America wanted, it tried to change the fate of the Middle East. But there is one country that has not come under their control for several decades, and that is Iran. Even today, America and Israel are trying to find cracks in Iran's fortress, which will not be that easy. History has witnessed that for the last 600 years, not even an inch of Iran's borders has moved from its place. Whether the invaders were Romans, Arabs, Turks, Russians, or even the British Empire, Iran has proven time and again that it has the strength to withstand even the biggest attacks. But after all, what is the real secret of this power? What is it that makes Iran completely different and resilient from other Arab countries? Spectators, first of all, let's talk about the gift that Iran has received from nature. If Iran is understood in one sentence, it is a massive fortress. A fortress whose walls were not made by humans but by nature itself. This country is surrounded by mountains on all four sides. The Zagros mountain range in the south is such a mountain chain that acts like a wall for enemies coming from Iran's south. Towards the southwest, these Zagros mountains gradually lean towards Iraq. But towards the northwest they become so harsh and high that they form an impossible border with Turkey. Where there are no mountains, there are marshy areas, especially where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers meet. These marshlands also act as a natural barrier, just like there is a deep moat in front of a fortress. This was about the border with Iraq and Turkey. If we look towards the north, where the Caspian Sea or Azerbaijan is, the Alborz mountain range is present there for protection. If you look towards the east, there are small mountain ranges, wrapped around Iran like a ribbon which form the border with Afghanistan and Pakistan. That is, these mountains have kept Iran safe, like a fortress from all four sides. While in the south, the Persian Gulf is the last wall of this fortress. If someone comes to capture through the Persian Gulf, there are mountains up to 1.5 kilometers high in front, which are spread nearly 250 kilometers deep inside. Geographical location plays a vital role in capturing any country. Similarly, these natural mountain chains have kept Afghanistan safe to this day, whether the enemy was the Soviet Union or America. Similarly, these mountains are so important for Iran's safety that for the last 600 years, for all the attempts made to capture Iran, they have only remained unsuccessful, apart from Iran's borders. If we talk about the inside, two big deserts are present here, Dasht Kuvir and Dasht Lut. These are so barren that people are forced to live on top of the mountains. Iran's total population of 90 million mostly lives in these mountainous regions. This is the reason why for any foreign army, entering Iran and controlling it has always been a terrifying dream. For enemies coming from the land, on one hand, logistics challenges can arise, and on the other hand, the shortage of supply lines. Narrow paths and harsh weather can create new challenges for them every day. But there is another side to the story here. These same mountain ranges, while protecting Iran, also imprison Iran. If seen in history, whenever Iran tried to move towards the west, these same mountain ranges became a major obstacle for Iran too. This is why Iran, to maintain its presence in its south and west, does not fight direct wars, but has created a network of Shia proxy groups, like Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, the Islamic resistance in Iraq, and Hamas, and Islamic Jihad in Palestine. This was the advantage of Iran's geography. Now let's come to the Strait of Hormuz.
As I mentioned in a video before, the Strait of Hormuz holds a tremendous strategic value for Iran. Here you can see that the entire northern part of the Persian Gulf, from beginning to end, belongs to Iran alone, while the lower part is shared by 7 countries: Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi, Bahrain, Qatar, UAE, and Oman. This entrance of the Persian Gulf is called the Strait of Hormuz, to whose north is only Iran's coastline, while in the south is a small part of Oman. A V-shape is formed on Iran's side at Hormuz, due to which Iran can better control this part from three sides, and the lower part, which is with Oman, is, for one, pointed. Secondly, there are narrow mountain paths there, and it only extends 50 kilometers into Hormuz. At this point, it has always been quite easy for Iran to close Hormuz. And finally, they have used this option after the US Israel attacks. Iran has clearly said that if any country's ship moves towards Hormuz, it will be burnt down. Through this, it can put pressure not only on Gulf countries, but on the whole world, because 20% of the world's oil and 90% of Qatar's LNG, along with 5% of the world economy, depends on this Hormuz. In 2025, the world economy was $120 trillion, and after closing Hormuz, $6,000 billion will suddenly vanish from it. If anyone wants to capture or attack Iran, Iran has a valuable asset in closing Hormuz to put the whole world under pressure. Iran has a third advantage of a very long coastline. Iran's total perimeter is 8,731 kilometers, in which 2,815 kilometers is the seacoast on the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf. That is, 32% of Iran's border is a sea coastline. And let me tell you that this is no ordinary coast. Normally there is sand after the coast, but here there are mountain ranges, where Iran has installed missile batteries at secret locations. There are caves and many blind spots here, which are not visible even when seen from satellite or drone. If any enemy lands on the ground from the sea, they immediately have to face the mountains, from where they can be attacked suddenly.